सो लोगों में तालियां बजेंगी आपकी माला पहनाई जाएगी, एक दिन अपने आप नहीं जा सकते क्या फर्क पड़ता है बात, ये रिफॉर्म कर ले लेंगे तो मिलेगा ही हमको। इसमें नई बात क्या है, आज वो चार बात हो गए, नहीं लेंगे हमारे घर से भेज दोगे, चेक मार दोगे, करा दोगे, मेरे से डिफरेंस। हम तब रुकेंगे जब आप हमारे लिए स्पेशल बस का इंतजाम कराओगे। फ्रेंड्स, आई एम गिविंग यू 3 live examples of this reward and promotion schemes. Analyze yourself. I am not critic to these schemes, but these are always double-edged weapon. Don't try to copy-paste these schemes from one organization to another organization. You have to make highly customized, highly tailor-made schemes of your own organization, because it depends from person to person what clicks in. With this short note, I am inviting Mr. Chakrabarti to please. We would like to finish the session with Nana, and I request 15 minutes for each presenter. Please.
The distinguished speakers on the dais and the audience, it's my privilege to get an opportunity to talk to you and share the practices that we do in my organization. I work for a company called Dalmia Cement Limited. I work there as Assistant Executive Director HR. It will take a very short period of time. First of all, we would like to go through the trend that is changing gradually in terms of recognition and reward program compared to what has been, what used to be earlier, and what it is gradually moving to be now. Earlier, it used to be in this country that the compensation programs used to be hierarchy driven, age-wise, length of service-wise, which is gradually but surely and very fast shifting towards performance-driven activities. Company earlier used to own the career growth and development of the people working under it, working for it. Now it is being shared. Company becomes a facilitator, and these employees are to take ownership of their own growth and career planning. Used to be centralized corporate programs. Now varied ways of delivering pay delivery program is being coming up. Earlier the compensation packages used to be a little bit of confidential in nature. Now it is gradually becoming open. Companies are coming forward to declare their compensation policy very open. Earlier used to be towards the cost reduction in terms of reducing the payroll cost. Now it is towards maximizing the return on payroll investment. So these are the shift gradually going on, gradually and definitely. Now if we look at the landscape on the basis of which this recognition program is now driven, earlier it used to be on pay and compensation. Now it is moving towards not only pay and compensation, but also their recognition growth in addition to pay and compensation. So when people look at today towards the organization, they don't look at the compensation level, they look at other things that the company can offer to them. A very recent some article has come. There is optimistic outlook in Indian economy, which is being observed now. Industrial output on year basis has registered a growth of about 7%. Consumer durables indexes are FDI figures are quite encouraging trend. But whatever be the conditions of the economy, the talent is something, management of talent is something has to be taken care of at all point of time, irrespective of the condition of the economy. Before we proceed further with regard to what we specifically do, I just would like to take you through briefly through my organizations, what we do. We are predominantly into cement and the sugar business. In addition to that, we have business in power and energy and refractory. So we have totally 4 businesses in this company. Our company is about 7 decades old. It is only just 3 to 4 years before that we have been going on aggressive growth path. Our ultimate objective in the near future, we think that we should be right at this moment we are concentrated in terms of cement business in South India, and in terms of sugar business in the northern part of the country. We would like to extend our footprint all over the country. Recovery rate should be high, so and so forth. That's our plan we do have. In terms of company's performance in the recent past, between financial year 05 and 09, there has been a growth of 40% in terms of revenue, about 64% in terms of EBITDA, and about 51% in terms of profit after tax. So that's how we are moving it. Recognizing the top talent at DCBL, what we have done is that we have really entered into discussion, dialogue with our talent pool, wanted to find out what they really look forward to. Today's context, the talent is required to be managed probably individually. There is the formula for fit for all, one formula for fit for all, probably do not work. So we have entered into a dialogue with our talent pool to find out as to what they really look at. The major factors that we have found across is that they do have entrepreneurial instinct. They are triggered by challenges that is given, performance focused, not only of themselves, also the people around them. People report to them, people, their colleagues with whom they do work, they expect that people should be high performers. They are individual as well as organizational growth driven, look forward to that. Compensation wise, they would like to be placed in the top quartile. They also would like to be adopting the practices which are really values driven. And we have found through our engagement survey that this top potential of our company, they're highly engaged, and they also keep their teams engaged. These are the characteristics we do find. On the basis of that, we have designed certain R&R program for them. One is that since they are performance focused, we have focused on the performance measurement, performance management, performance assessment. We have put in place a very robust PMS system which enables us to go for a performance differentiation. We have found this particular practice that we are adopting quite satisfactory. In addition to that, we have placed compensation on the top quartile. Year on year it increases depending upon the market conditions. Specialized scheme addressing individual requirements and long-term performance incentive scheme. So that's the kind of performance-based compensation package we have introduced in order to help them to exercise their entrepreneurial qualities. We identify certain high impact projects in the organization, and we make this our high potential, high talent people in charge of them, either as a sponsor or as active group member. We have embarked on values journey. We have given a throat open to them to take part in institutionalization of values in this organization. Learning and development. We have an elaborate mechanism to identify their needs for learning and development, and we provide them input from leading institutes, and we work out their individual development plan depending upon their potential assessment, ability, agility, aspiration, their emotional quotient, emotional maturity, taking everything into account, and also the future growth plan of the organization, the critical positions identified, we design customized individual plan. In addition to that, insofar as recognition is concerned, we offer opportunity for cross-functional movement. It is the requirement of the company to develop our leadership talent pipeline. We encourage that people to take advantage of this. We partner with them. We have found another dimension of our talent pool, that they would like to be with the company. They would like to be in charge of this company. So they would like to partner about the company's growth, its various information, activities, whatever the company do plan. So we take them, integrate them with all company's activities, whenever there is a periodic review. Whether they are involved or not, they are invited to this particular review process and encouraged to contribute in those review process, so that they do share the get learning and also contribute about their experience to these companies. We are also passively and also subtly going in for their internal branding. In addition, we have the special reward program, that is, we do it once in a year. We select across the company the top performer in various categories. We call this Shikhar Award. On the other hand, it is the MD's Award. We have an elaborate selection process. It is being done. Nomination is internally, and selection is through external experts. And at the year end, I mean, they are recognized with regard to their performances. What really we have seen, because all these initiatives we have started just 3 years back and it's going on, we are reinforcing these activities. We found that the attrition rate of our high performers have dropped substantially. Their engagement, as per Gallup survey, which we have done 3 months back, we found them they are figuring into the 80th percentile as compared to the average, below average performers who are at 40th percentile. Our recognition score has improved. In addition to that, we have developing leadership pipeline. Internally, we are confident that all our growth activities will be able to manage through our internal talent. Thank you so much.
And the Shikhar Awards, said as a innovative practice they are having. Thank you so much. Mr. Sanjeev is
Raise your hand. What is it I was checking? Your hearing or? Okay, thank you very much. I think I normally say in training that the evening sessions are generally very difficult because retention power is there in the morning. 45 minutes later, we all sort of tend to switch off. Okay, I have a couple of messages. I know there are a couple of students here. I can see them, and there are a couple of people who are experienced young people. I hope I could manage to do justice to the session, send across some bit of messages for you guys from the college, and surely from the quickly divide my. I have no presentation as such, but quickly divide my session into 3 parts. One that I just quickly share it with you, the industry setup. I move you from the infrastructure setup to the hospitality sector. I think in the infrastructure industry has started doing well, whether it is cement or steel or all the real estate companies which were in dumps last year, I think have started doing well. As far as hospitality industry is concerned, I think over the last 5 or 6 years, there was a bit of a growth from 2005 to 2007 was golden years. The industry did extremely well. It was in 1995, the industry or the country saw inflow of foreign tourists by way of 2.5 million or so, which has come to almost 5.45 million last year, the kind number of tourists which came in. And we are saying that this year, I think by and large, the country is going to see about 5 million people coming in. Next year, we are saying the industry will see possibly, because of the games, almost double the number. 10 million people are going to come. Imagine the number of rooms which are needed, the kind of flights that we need, the space we need for all the airlines or the railway stations or the lodges and various other arrangements that possibly the industry will see. I think there is a scope for a lot of growth. That is one part of it that India thinks that we just do that. But I leave one more message before I move on to the discussion on the subject. Next door China, even today's date, to see the inflow of about 45 to 50 million people. India, we are saying next year will do 10 million or 8 to 10 million. We are only the government, Incredible India, that the movie that, the ad, that campaign that you see, that is what the tourism ministry is saying, 8 million people that we will see. You have China, I've given you the example. You see France, 70 million people they see every year in their country. You can see the kind of growth part or the growth plan they have in their own business. Okay, but one message quickly on this aspect of business that I'm saying, that I think somewhere down the line, the owners as stakeholders have got a very clear message that they cannot have bloated results or profitability every year, year after year. 2005 to 2008 was good years, but every year is not going to be the same. Somewhere down the line, there will be a line where beyond that, it will be tough call. All mature markets in like America or US or any other European country, if you see hotels or restaurants, they will not have more than 10 or 15% profitability, which we were were talking of, this industry was talking of almost 50% GOP a year or two back. That was the scenario. This is the message which has gone to the ownership. Similarly, I think the message has gone to the managerial stakeholder as employees. I think that message also has gone to them. The salaries which were going up almost 20% or 15% plus for most of the managers between 2005 to 2007 has really come down to almost 4%, 3%, 5%. And if I share it with all of you guys, Singapore, say for example, or Europe market in this business, and if they have seen only 2% growth or 3% salary increase, if you hire any expatriate and you ask him that your growth, salary growth will be about 2%, he says, oh, very nice. It means I've done a very good job. If you talk to the message here, oh, 3% salary increase, my God, is very low. Am I right? Yes or no? Yes. That has been our mindset. I think that mindset has been being corrected. I think the reality of the business is telling us, word over, that I